Today, I want to talk about how the universe rewards those who break out of the grind. How many of you are in a job or working with a client and you realize, I really don't want to be doing this? Well, guess what? You're not aligned with your soul purpose. And how many of us have heard the expression, if you keep doing the same thing over and over, isn't that the definition of crazy when you're expecting a different outcome? I want to talk to you today about making the decisions that are going to open space in your career for the universe to reward you. So I've seen people who are in that late 40s, early 50s time frame in their life, and it's, I need to stay in this position, or the economy isn't in a great place and looking for a job is hard. Yeah, it's hard, but guess what? It's harder if you know you still have another 15 or 20 years doing what you're doing and you're not really happy. So let me talk about one client who really did an awesome job of proving herself, gaining her confidence working with me, really had her boss on her side. And then with circumstances outside of any of their controls, there was a takeover. And the new management did not see them in the same light. And so when you have somebody who is looking to push you out because they have a cheaper way of doing something or they think they can do it better, you are going to find yourself in this toxic environment. And you have to make the decision, am I going to stay here and wait till somebody changes the situation for me? Or am I going to take ownership? I've had someone who was super courageous and stepped away, and they never thought they would have interviews show up like that. And the first month, they were so busy with interviews, they literally had to take a step back and say, you know what? I need a month to find myself again. And then they found a pattern to look for another opportunity. And that pattern showed the universe that they were serious. And the universe showed them up so many interview opportunities again, they didn't know what to do with themselves. I've had a client recently who just can't see beyond all of the poor decisions that they made to wind up in a role that is literally sucking the lifeblood out of them. And I feel so poorly for this individual. I've suggested they actually start to think about therapy just so that they can feel better about themselves, because coaching and therapy are two very separate things. And if you want to look up the definitions, I encourage you to do that. But coaching is really to help you be the best version of yourself. But to be able to do that, you have to have self-awareness, which you've all heard me talk about. And you have to own your choices. You have to own your behaviors. And if you can't do those things first, it's very hard to grow from there. So I'm going to ask you, are you making the tough choices about your own career, business owner or independent contributor, divisional leader, C-level executive, that make you want to show up and be the best version of yourself every day? Because if you're doing that, you will be rewarded for it. If you're not doing it, you are most likely going to feel like you're in the movie The Groundhog's Day. When you finally stop doing what no longer fits, the universe meets you with what has been waiting all along. The courage to pause, reflect, and realign. That's not weakness, it's courage and wisdom, because fulfillment doesn't come from doing more. It comes from being aligned with who you are. Are you being true to who you are? I look forward to hearing from you in the comments below. Please like or subscribe to the channel.